안녕하세요. 안차키입니다. The fastest way to learn more about a foreign country is by learning the language. Let's Speak Korean is here to help you better understand Korea and its people through the Korean language. And here to help us do that is 지승현 선생님. 안녕하세요, 선생님.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 지승현입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
In our last lesson, we studied expressions to ask whether it is all right to do something or not, and also answers to indicate our approval. Let's get a quick review now. 선생님, 이 책을 봐도 돼요?
네, 봐도 돼요.
집에 가지고 가도 돼요?
아니요, 가져가면 안 돼요.
That is not the answer that I expected. I thought you would say 가져가세요 and allow me to borrow the book.
No, I don't mean it. Well, actually, I'm just trying to point out what's coming up in this lesson.
Well, of course, there is a reason why 선생님 answered in that way. As she said, this is what we're going to be learning this time. We'll learn how to say no when we're asked whether someone can do something or not. Let's go to the clip now.
마이크 씨, 오래 기다렸어요?
아니요. 조금 전에 왔어요.
회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요. 미안해요.
아니에요. 괜찮아요.
거기 앉으세요.
수지 씨, 담배 피워도 돼요?
아니요. 우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
그래요. 지금 같이 밖에 나가서 커피 마시면 안 돼요?
네, 지금 나가면 안 돼요. 30분만 기다리세요.
Suji comes into her office and finds that Michael is waiting for her. She apologizes and says that her meeting just finished right now. Michael asks if it is all right to smoke in the office, and Suji tells him that smoking is forbidden, not allowed in the office. Michael then asks her if she can go out for some coffee, and Suji says she can't go now, but she will be able to in 30 minutes. All of the expressions that Suji used actually refuses Michael's suggestions. Now let's get a check of the expressions in this lesson. We're going to learn some expressions to indicate that something cannot be done or is not allowed. To do that, we add 면 안 되다 to the verb stem. Let's start off by going over some basic expressions that we will need in this lesson. Please listen to 선생님.
여기에 버리다. 여기에 버리다. 담배를 피우다. 담배를 피우다. 이 의자에 앉다. 이 의자에 앉다. 구두를 신다. 구두를 신다.
Let's take a look now at how these expressions are used in everyday life.
수지 씨, 담배 피워도 돼요?
아니요. 우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
지금 같이 밖에 나가서 커피 마시면 안 돼요?
지금 나가면 안 돼요. 30분만 기다리세요.
What was Suji's answer when Michael asked her if it was all right to smoke in the office?
아니요, 우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
담배 피우면 안 돼요. This is an expression to indicate that something is forbidden. 선생님, could you tell us more about this?
Sure. When you want to indicate that something is not allowed or forbidden, just add 면 안 돼요 to the stem of the verb. Okay, let's find out the rule behind this. If the verb stem ends in a vowel or the consonant 리을, we add 면 안 돼요. When the verb stems are followed by consonant other than 리을, we add 안 돼요.
Now, haven't we come across this rule before in our previous lesson?
That's right. It's really quite easy if you just remember the basic grammatical rule.
Now, to refresh our memory a little bit, let's get some more practice. Please repeat the following sentences after 선생님.
여기에 버리면 안 돼요. 담배를 피우면 안 돼요. 이 의자에 앉으면 안 돼요. 구두를 신으면 안 돼요.
We can also use the same form 면 안 돼요 to come up with questions by just raising the voice at the end of the sentence. Please try it.
여기에 앉으면 안 돼요. 여기에 앉으면 안 돼요.
Remember, in our last lesson, we learned that we can say 어도 돼요 to ask if we can do something. Well, it is just as well to use the expression 면 안 돼요. There is a slight difference in the connotation, but it's not a big one, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, you can use them both interchangeably, so let's use the expressions that we have learned up to this point to practice asking and answering some questions. 선생님, 여기에 버려도 돼요?
아니요, 여기에 버리면 안 돼요.
지하철에서 담배 피워도 돼요?
아니요, 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
이 의자에 앉으면 안 돼요?
네, 앉으면 안 돼요.
내일 구두를 신으면 안 돼요?
네, 구두를 신으면 안 돼요. 내일 산에 갈 거예요.
Time to learn some extra expressions now. What was Suji's excuse for being late for her appointment?
회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요. 회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요.
It means that the meeting lasted longer than she expected, and that's why she's late for her appointment. Well, it is time to wrap up what we have learned up to this point. So let's go over the expressions one by one along with the clip.
마이클 씨, 오래 기다렸어요?
마이클 씨, 오래 기다렸어요?
조금 전에 왔어요.
조금 전에 왔어요.
회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요. 미안해요.
회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요. 미안해요.
아니에요. 괜찮아요.
아니에요. 괜찮아요.
거기 앉으세요.
거기 앉으세요.
수지 씨, 담배 피워도 돼요?
수지 씨, 담배 피워도 돼요?
우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
지금 같이 밖에 나가서 커피 마시면 안 돼요?
지금 같이 밖에 나가서 커피 마시면 안 돼요?
네, 지금 나가면 안 돼요.
네, 지금 나가면 안 돼요.
30분만 기다리세요.
(30분만) 기다리세요.
That was good. Here now is the entire clip once again. So this time, please try to memorize them.
마이클 씨, 오래 기다렸어요?
아니요. 조금 전에 왔어요.
회의가 조금 늦게 끝났어요. 미안해요.
아니에요. 괜찮아요.
거기 앉으세요.
수지 씨, 담배 피워도 돼요?
아니요. 우리 사무실에서 담배 피우면 안 돼요.
그래요. 지금 같이 밖에 나가서 커피 마시면 안 돼요?
네, 지금 나가면 안 돼요. 30분만 기다리세요.
This is the part of our lesson where we learn some accurate Korean pronunciations. Now, this time we are going to focus on words where the 받침 리을 is followed by a word beginning with the letter 니은. We mentioned in our last lesson that the letters 리을 back to back with another 리을 produces the same sound as 리을. But this time, let's find out what happens when the letters 리을 and 니은 come back to back.
설날, 설날, 실내, 실내, 1년, 1년.
Isn't that strange? Now, this time, the letter 니은 actually sounds like the letter 리을. Now, let's take a closer look. When the 받침 리을 clashes with the consonant 니은, the latter sound 니은 is affected by the letter that comes before, that is 리을, and changes into the 리을 sound. Now let's turn this around. What happens when the 받침 니은 is followed by the consonant 리을?
We get the same thing happening here. This time the letter 니은 is affected by the letter 리을 and it turns out the sound 리을 also. 신라, 신라, 난로, 난로, 진리, 진리.
Well, that is all the time we have for this lesson. So until next time, 안녕히 계세요.